Hello, it's Godchild. Welcome back to Tropical Town, part 89. Back at it. This is the third, I think this is about the third video of me doing this project on building the Tropical Town shopping market. As you can see, upstairs shopping market. Just didn't have enough space on this sign. But anyways, as a reminder, my YouTube channel's motto is a reminder to stay encouraged, positive, and determined. And tell your parents or any trusted relative of yours they love them and thank them. It's important. Alrighty, anyways, remember how no matter how hard we may stumble, know that we'll always find a way to get out of like a mess, if you will. Know that we could always get through times that we're crumbling. You'd make bubbles, keyword bubbles of we could get out with a bubble. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but just don't let anyone bust your bubble. You can do it, and whatever you want to do. If you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a nurse, you could. If you want to be a vet, a zoologist, a biologist, marine biologist, paleontologist, conductor, or I don't know, singer, rapper, rock star, rocker. I don't know how they call it, rock singers. Anyways, you can do any of these things or more. You just have to put your mind to it. It doesn't happen overnight. I just hope y'all know that. I want y'all to know that. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna get into this video. Basically, I did a small amount of digging. What I mean by digging is I did a good portion off camera without recording, getting some materials, right? Everyone? Alright, so we got some sand, which I'm gonna smell in a second. I just have to find some coal. And yes, you guessed it, I got some spruce because we needed it. I had absolutely no spruce, and these inside parts were made of spruce. So I got that sorted. With that being said, I got 4 spruce logs, and I managed to get a sapling from a wandering trader, which is awesome. It was definitely worth the 5 emeralds. I know. I could have probably gotten more for my time if I would have gone adventuring, but I didn't have time for that. Anyways, with that being said, thank you. Let me think. I don't know what. I'm sort of contemplating, if you will. I have to think. Hold on. Oh, right here. No, not there. No, not there either. But sure, I'll get sand. However, I'm trying to find some coal. There's no coal here, I guess. This is not going so well. If I could find coal, that would be wonderful. Oh. Oh man, it was right here. Okay. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're off to something good. Okay, cool. So I thought of it. This is how it's gonna work. So basically, first off, before we get any further in building, just want to say something. This is all legit survival. I actually despise any type of cheat. It's whack. It makes the game like I don't know. It's just it ruins the fun. It's no fun. And I know it's subjective, but to me, it just ruins it. It literally gets rid of the flavor. If that makes any sense. It's like, alright, y'all are probably gonna flame me in the comments, but that's okay. Do what you wish. Do as you wish. But basically, what I'm trying to say here is like, um, because the reason I said y'all might flame me is because we don't all like spicy food, right? But to understand this, you have to like think about it like this, anyways. Because I'm thoughtful, and therefore, and obviously, not everyone likes spicy food. Me personally, I like spicy food, but not everyone. It's not for everyone. However, here's the catch. Okay, no offense, disclaimer. If you like using keep inventory, which I hate it with a passion, trust me, that is like not a problem. I'm not roasting you. That's not what this channel's for. This channel's for encouraging. And to stay positive. Like, I'm a positive person. I'm always myself, for example, and I never like cuss. I never will. No thanks. But my fact of the matter, right? Fact of the matter is this: keep inventory, right? Is like if you use keep inventory, That is like ruining the flavor. And if you don't use it, like me, like who's a grown person, right? See, we don't need that bit. We don't need this crap. Leave it like so. Oh shoot. Well, whatever. I said that, but it's nothing worth a lot of work. YouTube, please don't strike me over that. Anyways, fact of the matter is, the point here is simple. Like the ingredient, like the playing the right way, like without it, is how you add the hot sauce. If that makes any sense. Like playing with no keep inventory, like a person is supposed to, is how you get the ingredients together. You gotta earn the stripes for real. Anyways, I'm probably gonna get flamed because everyone's different and that's respectable. But chill. It's really at the end of the day, it's just Minecraft. Okay, chill, relax, and no, do not do that. But do as you wish again. I'm not stopping you. By the way, I just want y'all to know that I'm super grateful to have y'all, to my viewers, even to those who don't view my channel or know it at all. Please know that y'all mean a lot to me, and I consider y'all family. You're like a second family to me. I'm being honest. And I gotta thank my idols: Ninja Bob, ProZD, IBX Cat, Stampy, obviously. This goes on. Vsauce, a bunch of others, many others. A bunch of more important peoples peoples I cannot name here because there's just so many. But thank you. I'm not arrogant. If y'all were gonna tell me to make a top 5 or top 10 YouTubers of all time, I'm never putting myself there. I just don't want to accept it. I will never do it. I would never put myself in any shape or form of ranking. I would leave myself out like a man. But besides the point. So basically, anyways, here we are. So this is probably gonna be like I guess you could say a waiting lobby, right? And then in this one, oh yes, that's something I actually should mention, to be honest with you, is what I did is this floor is gonna be for this gonna be probably a dining area, I guess, or something. We'll figure it out soon in the next several videos because it's gonna take a while. Part 89. I would like to say it's gonna last to part 97 or 98, probably a long time. Or maybe a little less. I don't know. It just depends the length of this build. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. It's fun. Eh, we'll get this. We'll get this done for sure. For the people.com. Okay, no. Yeah, I mean a lot to me, and I truly hope you know that. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Where's the things? About that, I think it was either off camera or like I don't know, one of those videos or in between videos, or could it even been on like during literally in one of my previous videos or something. I don't remember. I lost track. Let me pretend that I was not getting out. I was not getting out schemed by in a what's it called, a trial chamber, and I just barely survived. I don't know if that was recorded or not recorded, but if you know, you know. So there we are. I gotta think. I really need to focus. Where was I? Godchild, where were you? Where were you at? Oh, wait, yes, I remembered. I need cherry blossom wood. That's what I was looking for. So I'll go over here, I guess. By the way, I need to really make a habit I really need to stop this habit of continuously like going in circles. By the way, shout out to Brick Boss because you know what he does? He's a friend of mine. He's a great friend of mine. He's up there for sure. He's an amazing friend. But I'm calling him out because he literally always calls me out in the first place of running in circles every time I'm talking. And this could go with any game. It could be Minecraft. It could be Fortnite. It could literally be anything. and he's gonna call me out because of how many times I run in circles while talking and forget what I'm doing, and it's hilarious. So shout out to you, Brick Boss. Shout out to Blake, for real, for real. He's a real one. There's just a reason he had to be called out and name dropped. Okay, sir. Thank you. Now have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. To be fair, we're in the same time zone, but why not shut him out though? So it's like the outro. All right. Anyways, I got him there. Okay. All right. Enough giggles. Let's get serious. So everyone, I want y'all to know that. Please know that we could all spill water or something. However, there's one way I could think of at the top of my head. Yes, as I'm getting materials, as I'm getting some cherry blossom wood. But one of the ways I could think of top of my head to improve like self-confidence is to, I would say, when you make a mistake in particular, do not get like, don't over exaggerate over it. Try to like make a habit of, it's easier said than done, but you need to really try to make a habit of like, I would say not being upset at yourself over a mistake. Remember that we all make mistakes and it's normal. It would be abnormal if we did not make mistakes over something, if that makes sense. I surely hope this makes sense. In other words, like if you spill a cup of water, for example, know that it's not the end of the world. It's like, of course, you have to clean it up. Duh. That's not fun. Of course, it's not. However, the point is simple. I like try not to over exaggerate. If that makes any sense, it's important. By the way, if y'all were wondering, I have confidence. I would say my confidence is in the middle. However, I'm very humble as a person, as you could probably tell. I'm very humble, chill, and I don't want it any other way. It never will. I actually find superiority to be really like disgusting, if that makes sense. It just is. By the way, if you're like that, no, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying like my view, if that makes any sense. And in other words, one of the best ways I know to get better self-confidence, and I hope it helps. Stay positive, by the way, and be grateful. It's important. Never be ungrateful. Always be grateful. Always try to make the best of each day. It's important. By the way, you know how Drizzy Drake has a croon? In other words, has like that soft touch and singing, if you will, right? My soft touch is the encouragement and advice, along with some quotes. And then my other side is like all ages authentic comedy with a genuine honesty for pretty much every reason. Um, of a bit of everything while playing some video games. And that's when I have commentary. I wonder what y'all think of this meme I just made. Rewind to 13 minutes and I would like to say 10 seconds-ish to see what I just said, to hear what I just said. That is quite the meme, everyone. Alright, we got more planks. We needed this desperately. Okay, we're just about ready. If you know, you know. Okay, alright, for the roof, we're not gonna do something interesting. Like, it's nothing beautiful, if you will. It's nothing wonderful. It's nothing special. But for the roof, you know what I'm gonna do? This. For the roof, I'm gonna actually use some cobblestone slabs, and you'll see where I'm coming. I mean, no, whoops, not cobblestone slabs, cobblestone stairs. But I might need slabs if necessary, and you'll see why. Okay, so that's about it. I think a little taller, maybe a little more bulky. Sure, why not? Okay. All right, we'll get there. When I say this is gonna be a long project, I mean it's gonna be a decently long project. It's gonna take forever. But you know, there's nothing we can't do. Please know that it's always possible to get through the impossible. In other words, nothing's impossible, and know that we can all get through anything. Look, if for someone like, if you want to break the world's fastest run record in, say, the Olympics, no, you can do just that. You just have to put lots of work. However, no, it's not impossible. It's just really difficult. I hope that's well said. Also, in the comments, what do you think about that? What's it called? That Okay, I don't know if you hear my cat in the background. Munchkin, stop. Munchkin, please. Munchkin, stop. You're too OP. Anyways, what did y'all think about the metaphor? That's what it's called, metaphor. I had of the R&B side, but instead it's like my takes and motivation, encouragement, and such. Just me being myself and a genuine positive person. I wonder what y'all would think. I thought of that metaphor, but remembering that this his silly R&B side, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my terms. However, it is pretty silly. I can't deny it. Could you? No. Okay, I really need to desperately find my cherry blossom. What did I do with it? Yo, I swore I had 4. I thought I had 4. I thought I had 4. Oh, it's right here. Okay, everyone. See? This is how you do it. Okay. Now watch this, folks. Using that pick block. Yum. By the way, I'm super grateful because I'm not gonna get into details. I'm not supposed to. I never will. However, don't feel alone, and here's why. 1, there's 8.2 billion something people in the world, right? And you know something I've thought over the years as a person, like way before YouTube too. And I realized a while ago that, a while back, anyways, that the reason I'm the person I am is what I've gone through. It made me who I am today, if that makes sense. Okay, so and I hope that resonates with everyone. I hope everyone absorbs this. Anyways, this is gonna be a waiting room. Okay, that's cool. This could be like an entrance, if that makes sense. And then I don't know about the second room. I'm not sure. Maybe like I don't know. I need to think of ideas. And then this is gonna definitely this is gonna be like a this could be like a small market. It could be something small. Then this would be a dining room. And yes, I'll continue with the stairs and such. Actually, no, the dining room would probably be best fit for here, in my opinion. But it just depends on this like space and such. Anyway, dining room. No, not dining room. I meant diners, like place you can eat. Darn, we'll try it. It happens. It happens to the best of us, mispronouncing stuff. Not mispronouncing, but miswording, wrong words, that's what it's called. Wrong words. Okay. Okay, there we go. By the way, shout out to Pizza Hut Cat. Shout out to Seal Like Zebra. Shout out to Penguin. Shout out to Dada. Shout out to James. Shout out to Purigish. Shout out to a bit of everyone. Shout out to Boriqua. I don't know if I pronounced that right. 73. Shout out to Toxic Grim Reaper. Shout out to Burke Boss. Shout out to Glued Camel. Shout out to Glued Camel. I don't know if I said that, but alright. Shout out to So Let's Good. Shout out to Hunter. Shout out to Nero. Shout out to Potato. Whatever. It's the same person, just different usernames. Shout out to Shanks. Anyway, shout out to Adarsh. The list goes on, honestly. Shout out to each and every one of my viewers. Shout out to the viewers who might not have found my videos or any of that to be their cup of tea, but thank you anyway. And shout out to those who've rode all the way along. It means a lot. To those who haven't been there or been there, thank you. I appreciate your presence. Even if you never find my channel, know you still mean a lot to me. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being for real. I'm being completely serious here. I'm not the type of channel that I'm gonna be fooling around. I find it embarrassing. That's really sad. It's very messed up, actually. Okay, so in the meantime, this is gonna be a really good roof, I think, in my book, in my opinion. So here's the roof, alright. And then the last bit, you'll see what the last bit would be, everyone. So, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time in this video to, like, you know, to, whatchamacallit. Alright, where are the slabs? Can you make slabs? Okay, please tell me you could. I was about to say, there's no way you can't make slabs. The warp definitely had a slab recipe of sorts. Anyways. Alright, but to upcoming channels, shout out to Positive Mason. Shout out to... Hold on. Gotta think. Shout out to the Lazy Lizard. Thank you. Shout out to Leopard Guy. I think that's his channel. That person's channel. I don't remember. Like, I can't think of all of them on top of my head. I can keep up. Shout out to Blitzgamer, who hasn't really commented much or appeared, but I remember appearing in one of my Asphalt live streams. Nevertheless, thank you. Shout out to Lazy Lizard for running into one of my first Fortnite live streams, actually, respectively. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it, and welcome. Shout out in the videos, everyone. Shout out to my Orlando Magic for winning against the Pistons. That was beautiful. The ORL, Orlando, Florida, is where it's at. Thank you. The ORL, the Orals. So, it's wonderful here, I gotta say. Hot takes, Florida is one of the best states ever. It's literally the best state in the U.S. Come on now. You can't deny this. It's full of swag and humble beginnings and authenticity. That's all I could really say about Orlando, Florida. It's the greatest city of all time. It's the GOAT city. It makes people happy. There's theme parks. Okay, I really have to really get myself together here. Yes, I knew I was missing something. Yes. Yum. Alright, don't ask why I said that. That was cringy. That was a disaster. It just was. Why did I do that? Bruh. Alright, I need to think. I have to find a light of sorts. Yikes, these are really expensive. How do you even make candles? I don't remember. How do you even make candles to begin with? Oh, you need string and honey. Alright, I have string somewhere. I don't know where. But I definitely don't have honey, unfortunately. Actually, I can make a copper lantern. Those aren't that pricey. Yes, I definitely have copper somewhere. I think I might have a good amount, to be honest. Oh, beautiful. This is nice. I'm gonna make some lanterns. I just like a lantern to be a nice addition, though. Like, why not? Where's the lanterns? Oh. Do you need a different type of torch? Hold on. Wait, no. Yes, select recipe. A copper torch? What the? How do you get that? Oh. Oh my, that's embarrassing. That's hilarious. Alright. Okay, that's silly. To put it lightly. It's pretty silly, alright. Sure, we'll get some copper torches and get some lanterns for this build. They go look nice. I think I have to go downstairs. I think I have to go here and then I have my stuff safe. Not there. There we go. That's plenty. Four might be enough, but not by much. Cool beans. I made some copper lanterns. I made some wonderful lanterns, everyone. Okay. No, why is this zombie here? It's all fine and dandy when you have a sharpness sword, everyone. Even though, honestly, this one's gonna break soon, unfortunately. Okay. It's alright, though. This, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this room. I might make this. No! Fudge. I'm fricked. Oh, man, you've gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be serious. Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's alright. Darn it! Oh, nothing could explain my embarrassment at that moment. Ah, man, this is ironic. I just said, like... Did I really just say that? I did not. I totally did. Okay, I'll be honest. Why did I say sharpness is okay? Like something about sharpness. Sharpness is how we do it, or something like that. And then a freaking creeper comes out of nowhere. You can't write this stuff. That's definitely the biggest loss of ore moment my channel would ever have. Definitely, and that's not an exaggeration. It's true. It's definitely my loss of ore moment for this channel's history. Godchild, December 2nd, 2025. At around 11:06 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. Alright. Cool. Congratulations, folks. But it's okay, we all make mistakes and that's okay. Alright, I have to fix this. What is this disaster? How unfortunate. What did I do? What did I do here? That possibly made me get into this mess? I don't know. Alright, I gotta focus. I gotta really think. This is disastrous, everyone. I don't think you can put this in any type of wording. That would be an understatement. Okay. One, two. Alright. Yeah, as long as I could at the least split this up, like so. That's all that matters. If I have enough materials, yes I did. Alright. Alright, things have a solution, and this is evidence. Alright. Doesn't look that good, but it'll do the job until I get more of that. Or actually, you know, no thank you, I'm gonna change this design. We're gonna have Cherry Blossom instead in the middle. Like in these corners. These corner thingies, because I don't have a choice. Okay, there. There's 2 lanterns, and I got another 2 lanterns here. What that looks pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's doing a decent job, but I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments how this went. Okay, so that was unfortunate. That was definitely no doubt about that. I had lots of oral movement. Let me put the diorite slab here. Actually, no, I don't know. It sounds weird. I guess. Why not? Okay. This genuinely sounds strange, though. And let me tell you why. Alright. Okay, actually, I'm gonna get spruce. Alrighty, well, anyways. Cool. Okay, let me redo this. Okay, so here we go. This is gonna be where you... Hold on, I need a chest. Hold up. No, I just realized how underwhelming this build is. This genuinely needs more life, if you will. Hold on, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So this is gonna be the dining area, practically. Okay, cool. This is gonna be where we... No. Wait, no, I got it solved. Hold up. Let me get some science. I need science. I have science. I have science. I have several. No, no, no. I think I could figure this out. I just have to really be concentrated and really focused. Definitely very focused. That's a no-brainer. Hold on. I'm stuttering to think. I cannot find some stuff, but eh. I'm having some really horrible problems here. Alright, I solved it. I have a chest. Okay. So this is exactly why I got a chest, and let me show you why. Alright, folks. So I don't think there's no way I'm gonna have enough time in this video. However, for part 90, I'm going to start with the, literally gonna start with doing the things here. So this is actually gonna be, I thought of it. I don't have many materials, but it's okay. I could work on that soon. However, this is gonna be where no matter what store, we're just gonna have like a couple, like cashiers, if that. We're just gonna have like either two, like a total of two, literally. But this is gonna be where you put money. In here. In other words, how much something's gonna be. So if it's gonna be like an armor place, for instance, gold armor is gonna be five. Just say 5 dirt. I don't know. I'll be selling some armor here. There's gonna be a tool. There's gonna be an armor shop. Okay, everyone. I hope y'all find that interesting. So it is gonna be an armor shop. I'm gonna get some armor stands actually. That would make sense. That would make lots of sense. Alright, let me get some armor stands, okay. So I'm gonna get a couple armor stands and then call it a video. And then of course, yes, I'm gonna be selling some armor, like the chests and such. Oh, I have honey. Wow. Interesting. Okay, hold up. I need to think. Do I have stone or no? Nope. There we go. I got stone. I needed that. I just hope everyone knows that, like, that things will get better. That there's always a comeback from a difficult, sad setback. I hope y'all know that. The comeback would always be stronger than a setback, and please understand this. It's important to know. It's important to remember. Okay. To be honest, since when do I use my armor stand? If I'm being completely honest, since when? So we'll use these two armor stands. I'll take my own just for this build. So this is gonna be the gold armor you're gonna find. It's gonna be 5 dirt because we have the dirt economy. Okay, everyone. This is for the dirt economy. 5 dirt. Actually, no. To be fair, I should actually get some other stuff. 5 dirt and 10 and 12. Yes, 12 copper. Actually, hold on. Cost would be cost. 5 dirt and 12 copper for this gold set. For this small gold set. It's not even the full thing. Alright, this is making some slowly but surely progress, but however, we're getting there. We're getting there, everyone. We're getting there, everyone. Okay, well, I don't have enough time left in this video, but I'll do the outro. And my cat's begging me for some water, so I have to feed her, which I will off camera, of course. Alright. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, depending on your time zone. It's godchild out. Peace. Bye, my peoples. Bye, my wonderful folks. Tell your parents or any trusted relative of yours that love them and thank them. But anyways, bye, my peoples. Stay encouraged, positive, and determined. My YouTube channel's motto. Peace.